Okay guys, how's she going today? So it's a little bit nicer out, and I'm just gonna break the heater in one more time. I gotta put my door down though, but gotta show you a couple things first before I do get the door shut down. But I don't know. See, now that I quit, I know it's kind of somewhat snowing. It was snowing pretty good a few seconds ago. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear this. Probably not. Cell phone doesn't pick up noise too well from a distance. But my uncle's on the 400 there. You probably can't hear it. Almost sounds like a Johnny Popper. He's out moving. He's out feeding the cows and probably pushing some shit around too. So, but yeah, I figured I'm just gonna give this heater another test. Just for funsies. And I don't really have anything else really going on. 2 days, so. The heater right now. Yeah, it is. I got kind of a little grunt or a little squeaky noise. Because the fan doesn't sit right when it squeaks. Or something like that anyway. But I'm just doing another test. I think I'm going to let this thing actually run for quite some time. And really put it to a good test. And because I didn't really use it that much since the last video. I did put it down in the basement for a little while and kind of did a little test. But the thing is that when this thing sits in my room, it's actually sitting in my bedroom. I got it sitting there in the corner because I don't know where else to put it. When I have my regular heat on in the house or in my bedroom, I think it actually starts to warm this thing up a little bit too, and I can smell it cooking. I can smell it cooking right now because it's obviously being used again. So I need to break it in and get that frickin' new smell out of it. Smell of rubber or something. But yeah, that's just what we're gonna do. Let's let this thing run for maybe an hour. Really break it in. I want to see what it'll do. Now I have not really done much different here for keeping this area warm. The only other thing I've done, like I've said before, is just throw that t-shirt up there. That's about all I've done, and I did this a while ago. So, and if I really had to, I could probably even run that too, but on the low side, right? So, probably could just run that on like 600 watts or something. That'd be about the lowest it'll go. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, this is just what I'm going to do for a little while. I want to break it in. Because I'm not going to be using it too much longer. I'll probably use it. I'll definitely be using it probably next winter. But this winter is just about over. So, and they are talking decent weather for the next little wee while anyway. So, not super warm, but well. Right now we got kind of a wind going on, but right now it's supposed to be 20 out, but with the wind that's kind of going on right now, it's -2. But apparently from what Mother was telling me, that in a few days or something like that, it's supposed to get into the 40s. But I don't think that's going to happen here. I think that'll happen down in the cities because they're, a couple hours south from me. So even just an hour, distance from here to there, the weather's totally different, Here it's freezing cold, an hour south from here it's warm, It's stupid. We need to get a south wind going on. That'll help. That'd be really, really nice. But no, of course not. Like I said, like I showed you, it was snowing. See, I got that buzzy noise going on there. Like I showed you earlier in the clip there, well, even before that, it was snowing pretty good. Not enough worth plowing, obviously, but, yeah. So I don't think that 40-degree weather is really gonna. Shut up, Peter. It's actually gonna come. See, it's vibrating. It's there. Stupid thing. See, I got this gap here. I don't know what to do with it because I ain't got enough plastic. So, plus I got it kind of a gaping. I got a little hole here too. So, not too bad, but. Will you stop, you stupid. Stupid. Come on. Stop being a crybaby. Stop being a crybaby. Yes, it's cold out, but you're the heater. Oh, you stupid little whore. Thank you, you piece of shit. God. So, yeah. And there's something else I want to get you guys' opinion on. I know I made a video on that before, but I kind of just have made a decision here that there's not much I can do about it, but there's really not much I can do about it. I've still been trying to find some LED light bars or something for the four-wheeler, and I really couldn't find anything, even though I had gotten some websites from a couple of YouTubers. They still don't have exactly what I'm looking for, so I'm thinking that they obviously don't make what I'm looking for, but unless you want to hardwire every freaking thing, but that wiring's a joke. So I found there's a website that Paul Short gave me. He was talking about in his last video, Strobes and More or whatever it was called. I looked on there. They're selling I think it was a 12-inch light bar, mini light bar for like $200 or something like that. I don't know, it wasn't too expensive, but it was pretty nice. But it's not really what I'm like. That's what I'm kind of looking for, but that's what I'm not really looking for. And then there was another website, speedsomething.com. Another YouTuber gave me that website. I'm gonna put some links below to the lights that I'm looking at, but one was called Speed Something, and they have light bars that you can actually customize. So I was thinking about going with one of those, but they had another light bar I was looking at. I think it was also a 12-inch or something like that. I don't know. Well, it was actually a lot bigger and more clumsier. It was more like thicker wise than the other one. The other one was really paper thin. So, but I was looking at that big one, and that one can be customized. Like you can actually customize the colors if you wanted to, or you can just get it in the colors they have. They do offer the color I'm looking for is the amber or the orange color or whatever, and then the clear or white, whatever you want to call it. That's the colors I want to go with. I don't need to go with red or blue because I'm not a cop and I'm not not an ambulance. I'm not a fire truck, so I don't really need those kind of colors. I could probably just get away with all orange too, but I kind of like the white too or the clear because it's a little bit more brighter. It would probably seem brighter than just your normal orange or your amber or whatever you want to call it. It looks orange to me, but they call that amber, I guess. Whatever, it's fine, don't matter anyways. But the one on the Speed website, they have many other ones too, but they're really expensive. I mean, you're getting up into the $500 range. I wanted to go with like a 20-inch or something like that, like something a little bit bigger, so it would be a lot more brighter. But the thing is that they want a lot of money for them, and I'm not really exactly willing to pay $400 or $500 for a light bar of that size. So I think what's going to happen is I'm probably going to end up getting one of those 12 inches, either the thin one or the thick one. I want to go with the thick one because I can customize it, and then the one that's thin, that one's on strobesandmore.com. I think it's like a new product they came out with. It's, well, not new, but I don't know how old it is, but so. But on the video they claimed it new, but the video's probably old too, right? So it doesn't really matter there. But that one I liked because it was thin, and what I liked about that one is that you can plug it into your cigarette lighter, which is, I guess, is all right with me. But I think that would be better for me too, because I can just kind of run the wiring under the seat from the light to the cigarette lighter, and then I could probably just leave it, or I could even run it underneath Big Red there a little bit, even though I don't think it's really designed for that. But you know, you could just mess around with it or something. So you probably could even put that loom stuff on there or whatever that protects the wiring. That would probably work too. But I don't plan on leaving the light bar permanently anyway. Well, I guess I could, but I might, but I don't know yet. But the one I was looking at, I think that one only offered the magnet mount. So I think there I would have to make a bracket or something that can get, maybe that could get bolted to Big Red. I could just drill through the rack and then just bolt it there, or I could just strap it down, but that's kind of pointless. I mean, yeah, it would be easy because then you could just remove it, but I don't know. It all kind of depends on what you guys think of the lights, but the only reason I wanted to go with the thick one, now that's on that Speed website. That's the website you can customize your lights. On strobes and more, you can't customize them, but they do offer colors, and they do have an orange and or amber and white or clear. That's the colors I want to go with. And they do offer that. They do offer them in other colors too, obviously, if you're a cop or something like that. But I don't need them. I don't need them in red and blue or purple or whatever. They even have purple lights too. I'm not sure why you would need purple lights, but maybe just for a girly thing. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, they do offer them in purple too. You can even get light bars in purple. I've never seen what they look like because I don't need a purple light bar, but maybe it's just more for looks or something too. I don't know. I don't know what the point of that is, but yeah. So the one I was looking at, well, there's actually many of them that I've been looking at, but there's only two that are in my price range. Well, they're not even in my price range, but I could probably make it doable at some point. But like I said, there's one that was, I thought, oh yeah, I think they were both 12-inch, but one was thicker and the other one was a lot thinner. So I don't really know. I want to go with a bigger light bar because then it would kind of like, I could probably almost get away with a 48-inch because that would be the whole length of the back of Big Red, and that'd be pretty good. But you know, whatever. I still think I'm going to order that other light kit too that John Deere guy showed me. Not like the John Deere website, but a YouTube channel called John Deere 318 guy or something like that. That's not waterproof either, or I guess the switch is not waterproof, but it's just going to have to be. I think I'm probably just going to. I think you get 4 with those. I don't know. You actually get more than 4 lights. I think you get a whole bunch of them anyways, but I think those I'm probably going to end up just having. Those are going to be more like those are obviously going to be more permanent. So the box. Not too sure what I could do with the box. Besides, I guess just either put it in the glove box, which is not what I really want to do because now I would have to always open the glove box to turn it on, and there's no holes there for wiring anyway. Or I'm just going to have to put it up on the little, the little dashboard there, and just hope that the rain and stuff don't ruin it. So I could probably wrap it in black waterproof taping to protect most of the wiring in the box, but you got the buttons and stuff, that you can't cover up. So that's just what I might have to do there for that. Oh, what's going on here? it's got a little circle thing popping up on my heater. I wonder what's up with that. Maybe it's overheating. That's kind of new. Maybe it's stupid. I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know really what to do, because I'm not good with wiring, and I don't know what wiring kits work with what lights, and so because I know that I could probably easily just get. I know that they make waterproof switches, and of course your wiring is naturally waterproof anyway, because that's just the way they are. But the thing is, how to make all these wirings work together, and then you have to have a box to change you could change the flash patterns and stuff on them, and stuff. So, but on the light bar that I was going to get, already comes with like 17 different flash patterns, and I don't plan on using them all. I think I'll probably just find the one that I like and keep it at that. But I know that the light kit thing I was going, it's not a kit, but there were some lights on Northern Tool I was going to get. They were just little, almost like side markers, but they're actually warning lights. I was going to, get some of those. Not sure how big they are, but I was going to get those, and I guess just wire them all up into a switch or something, with on off. And I don't know if they would have. I don't think you could change the flash pattern on those, but there probably is none. But unless you find a box, something that you can hook up to it, I mean, you can see how it just keeps going on and on. That there's always something you got to do to them to make them work. I simply want a fucking kit that's already done for me. I mean, Strobes and More, and this other speed website. They offer that, but not in what I'm looking for. That website that guy gave me, that John Deere 318 guy, he gave me, like I said, they gave me a link to his lights that he got. Well, see, the thing is with that, his box I don't think is waterproof, and that's what I need, a waterproof box with a waterproof on and off switch, and because I know the wiring is already waterproof, so it don't matter there. But I can't find any switches that are waterproof. You can find them, but they're not already made into a light. They're just the switches only. And I'm not sure how you would cut, like, if you were to buy a light kit and it came with a box. I mean, how would you take that off? Take that box off and then put the waterproof box on. That's what I don't get. So I don't know exactly, because this thing, the lights have to be, and the switches have to be 100% waterproof, because I wanted to leave them on permanently, but since I can't really exactly find anything like that, I'm going to have to just rig it up, I guess, in such a way where it'll work, but yet I can still remove it come time when I guess like when I wash it or something, because like I said, I don't really know what else to do. I guess besides, I guess find a company that would be willing to do it or something, I don't know. So, it'd be nice if someone on YouTube did that. I know Paul Short could do it, but, it would cost a lot of money for him to have to make the stuff that I want and to send it all up my way. So, it'd have to be someone from the U.S. that could do that. Like, I'll give them the lights that I say that I want, and then maybe he could, or she, or whoever knows how to do that shit, can wire in the correct boxes for what I need. Like, it needs to be 100% waterproof. The switch has to be 100% waterproof. That kind of stuff. So you can find them, like I say, but they're not wired up to lights. They're just the boxes itself. And I'm not good at figuring out, well, can this box from a totally different company work for this totally different company, So, see, with Northern Tool, their light kit, for those work lights that I'm planning on getting for the back of Big Red, they already come with a switch, but I don't know if the switch is waterproof, but it's just going to have to be. But see, they already make a kit, for that. But I will probably ask Northern Tool a question too, and ask them for sure if that's 100% waterproof or not. I mean, they say it's for ATVs, so it's got to be waterproof. Because 99.9999% of ATVs don't have cabs. Maybe one out of a million will have a cab, but they're either homemade cabs or you can get. They do make cabs for ATVs, but they're not the best looking things in the world. They're not like a cab that is on a tractor. It's more just like a freaking tent than anything else. But hell, it gets the job done. So that's all that matters. So I don't know if there's someone on YouTube that could custom make stuff for me or what, because Strobes and More and the Speed website, they offer what I want. They have what I want, but they don't have it in waterproof switches, because their stuff is mostly meant for cars and trucks. Well, most cars and trucks have cabs, so therefore you don't have to worry about the switches getting wet. Well, see, this is an ATV, and this is going to be a John Deere tractor, so I also plan on doing it to the John Deere too, but I think with the John Deere, I think I could get away with just what John Deere 318's got, because I can simply put the box, the on-off switch box, in the toolbox. I'm not sure if the toolbox is 100% waterproof, but it would work in there, because I think there already is. I think there's like a drain hole there. So if any water did get in, it would just, simply drain out and go back into the ground. Well, I could probably drill that out even wider and then run the wiring simply through that, and that would be, and then there you go. That's the problem solved. But I also wanted to put that on the four-wheeler too, because the light bar is only going to be used for the rear, because if you think about it, you put the light bar on the back, no one in the front is going to be able to see it. No one going head on with you is going to see that. So, because I'm going to be in the way, the handlebar and the steering wheel, or the handlebar and the windshield and everything's going to be in the way. So they're never going to see that light bar, going head on with me. They'll only see it from the side and from the rear. I need something that I can see from the front too. So that's where that other light thing came in too. The one that John Deere 318 guy had. That's what I was going to put on the front at Big Red. It had plenty of lights, so I think I could probably even put some on the back too, because I don't need them all on the front. I just need 2 on the front and 2 on the side. I could probably, whatever left, I could just, put them on the rear, or, mess around with them. Or I think you can even just get away with not using them. I think it's just like a plug and play kind of thing, so you don't really need to have the extra lights if you don't need them. You could probably just keep them for spares. But yeah. So I don't really know really what I could do, because there's no companies that make anything that I need. You'd have to pretty much do it all yourself. Well, I don't know how to do the wiring. I mean, if it was a simple wiring, it'd be easy, but you have to make sure this will work to that and that and to this, and and yada yada yada. It's a mess. It's a mess when you try to fit a different company's wiring and switches to a totally different company's lights. It's a kind of a mess. And then with I think it was Strobes and More, or the other lights, they offer lights where well, you can get your own switches and stuff from them too, but they have 2 wires. One's negative, one's positive. They have another one for changing the pattern. Another wire, I can't remember what the hell that wire was for. I think it was for, I guess, to maybe, I can't even remember, but I know I did something else too. But there's so many different wiring kits or there's different wires for each thing. I want something that's already kind of like pre-wired. I just have to run the wiring to the battery, run the switch to where I want it, and then run the wiring from that out to the lights and then leave it. But that's a freaking nightmare, and I can't find anything anything good. I mean, the only thing that I can easily do is obviously the light bar, because that's just a simple plugs into your cigarette lighter, you're done. But it's meant for trucks, it's not meant for ATVs, because I don't think they're when you plug the thing into the cigarette lighter, well, some of them have this. I know Northern Tool has them too. They sell light bars too, but they're not really the ones I want. When you plug the thing into the cigarette lighter, the on and off switches are also on that too. See, I don't know if they're waterproof, I think Strobes and More has that too. And then I think they also have it where you just simply plug that into your cigarette lighter, and then you have a separate control box. So then you can just run that simply to wherever. I want something either one would work, but then you got all that wiring to mess with. I don't know if you can cut the wiring to make it shorter or what, but that's why I was going to go with that one light bar, because it's just like the Northern Tool one. You just plug it in, and your on-off switches and your pattern changer is all on that little Dewey. There's not a separate box for it, right? So, but I can't really find anything, and it's kind of taking me off. I mean, like I said, Strobes and More and that Speed website have the lights that I'm looking for, but they don't offer them in a waterproof design. I mean, the wiring's waterproof, the light itself is waterproof, but the on and off switch and the control switch are not waterproof, as I know. So, because like I said, they were designed for trucks and cars, so they're not designed for ATVs. So, I don't really know what I could do there. Like, if I could actually, if someone made those kind of lights, I could tell them to go to this website, order this light, and have it shipped to your company, and then you can just modify it, and change it where it works to my liking. That's what I need. Because then I can just give them the link to the light that I want and say, well, can you change this so it's waterproof and yada, yada, yada. And then, and maybe shorten the wiring up a little bit too. I don't need exactly, some of those pieces are 15 feet long. I don't need all that. So I'm going to probably end up fucking zip tying it all together, just throwing it all underneath the freaking seat. Because I don't really know what else to do. So, I can get the light bar, I guess, to work. If I planned on washing big, right, I could just simply, I guess, remove the light. I could either remove the light bar and the wiring, or I could simply get a plastic baggie and zip tie that around the plug-in, so then that doesn't get wet. That's another option, but that's kind of a lot of work too. I always have to keep freaking doing that. And I want something where I can just leave it and forget it. But again, the only way you could go down that route is if you did all the wiring yourself. And I'm not good at that kind of stuff, so that's where I'm kind of stuck at. So, I think Paul Short could do it. No problem. If he can fucking put lights all over his tractor, he can freaking do this too. But, like I said, for him to have to order the light, and then, it'd have to come from wherever here in the U.S. and have to go all the way up to Canada, or wherever the hell he's from. And then he would have to modify it. He would have to buy the correct switches and yada, 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 and then mail it back to me. It would be 10 times probably more than what the light is just itself, the light I'm looking at is originally, it's 180, but then if you modify it, or customize it from the Speed website, every light that you customize is $15 on the mini light bars, but on the big ones it's like $30. So it's nuts. So every light that you customize is $15 extra that they freaking get. But you can get them already in that color. See, I just want the white or the clear and the amber. That's all I need. Well, you can get them in that, but you don't know how the pattern is. You don't know how, the way I'm going to have it is it'll be yellow, clear, yellow, and then it'll just keep going on and on all the way around. We'll see if you order it that way, or if you order it with that already installed, it could be the opposite. It could be clear, yellow, clear, it's the opposite. Customizing it is where you can really make sure it's to your liking, and that's what I like. Even though it doesn't really matter on how the lights are, set it up, but if I just got it in their design, or in their, the way they have it wired for the lights, it would still work because it's still amber and it's still clear, and that's what I need. So it doesn't really matter. But I just thought it was kind of neat to customize it, and you can even put other colors in too if you wanted to. They got red, blue, and stuff. So they got all kinds of colors and stuff. So it's kind of cool, but I don't really need all those other fancy colors, not unless I was going to be a cop or something. But so that's not really what I need right now. So, but yeah, I'm just checking my cords here again, make sure they're not overheating. But so yeah, see, I'm getting this damn thing, and I don't know what it means. See, you got a little circle going on there. I'm not sure what the hell that fucking means. Maybe it's stupid again. It's almost like a disc. That's what it is. It's like a CD. Oh, maybe it's just going into hibernate kind of mode. Save energy, I don't know, whatever. So, I don't really know. Yeah, see, when I do that, then it goes back to normal. So, I can smell hay burning. My uncle must be fucking burning hay. Whew, no wonder why it stinks so damn bad in here. I don't know if maybe it's the heater fucking burning up or what, but that smells like burning hay. Whew. Okay, get out of my face, please. Thank you. So, yeah, I don't know. I know, like I said, Paul Short could do it, because he's good at wiring and stuff. I mean, if he can wire his own tractor, he could certainly do what I want him to do, too. But, it's the point of getting the light bar sent up to him. He has to order stuff to do it, and then he's got to send it back my way. That's going to cost a lot. And you got that fucking border shit to deal with, too, Like, it'd be easier just to do it here in the U.S., but there's really no one that I can find. There's no one that I know of that would modify, lights or whatever. Or, yeah, modify them. So, but the thing is, too, with that other light that I wanted to get from that website that John Deere 318 guy showed me, it was cheap. I think on eBay it was $15, but on the other website it was like 30-something. But the thing is, if you order it on their website, it takes like a month for them just to even process it. It's like, what the hell? I can go on eBay and, on eBay you got to pay like $8 for shipping. And $15 to order it. And you have it within probably like a couple of weeks. It's like, really? I'm not going to wait a month? Even though I probably don't really need it, because I'm not going to wire it up to spring. The light bar, I could easily stab that on, like, today if I had it. I could stab it on and be done with it, but I'm not going to. So I'm probably going to go ahead and order that light kit thing anyway from that website that John Deere 318 guy showed me. I want to order that. I'm going to order that on eBay because I can get it for way cheaper. Yeah, you pay $7 for shipping, or $8. Well, I think it was $7 for Canada and $6 for here in the U.S. But whatever, it doesn't really matter. Well, then you get free. You can get free. I think free returns or whatever. Like if it's defective, you can call them. Like, hey, it's not working, and send it back. But so yeah, I don't know. But that, like I said, that in that box is not waterproof that I know of, and I don't know what to do. But what I'll do, guys, is I'll put the links below to the light bars I'm looking at. I'll put the one to strobesandmore.com, and I'll put the one to that other speed website. I'll put that one there too, and then I'll put that light kit that 318 guy showed me. I'll put that link below too, and you guys can check it out. I think that'd be more than enough, obviously warning lights and stuff, and then I'm going to be ordering another one of those light kits for the John Deere. I think that's really all I need for the John Deere. If I had a cab, then I'd be putting a light bar on top, but I don't have a cab, so I don't need a light bar. But or really, I don't need. I don't really need a light bar on Big Red either. But from what 318 guy was saying, that the regular lights that he's got on his are not exactly that bright. They don't really show up a lot during the day, so a light bar, obviously would. So that's why I need to get a light bar. And plus, with this wiring kit that 318 guy was showing me, that has to be wired to the battery, which is not a big deal, but it would just be, that the control box is not waterproof, and that's the one I'm worried about, because if that gets wet, it's going to short out and could possibly cause a fire or void the warranty or whatever the hell it is, Even your warranty is probably shit, too. Fucking probably like a 1 year? I think Strobes more offers a 2-year warranty, I don't know, but one of them fucking did anyways. But in other words, they have the lights that I want, but they don't really have what I'm like for waterproof boxes wise. And there was another light kit that I wanted to get. I'm not going to put the link below because I'm not going to get it, but I was thinking about it. But for what they're paying or what they're charging for it, it's just not worth it. There was a set of flashers, kind of like, they're almost like hideaway lights that you can hide underneath your vehicle. Well, these are meant to be shown, okay, but you only get two for $100, and then of course you get the box and all the wiring and stuff. But that's not good enough. I want more. I need more than that. And I don't know if you can add on more or what, but if you're gonna charge a lot for just two, that ain't worth it. That's a little bit kind of like a rip off, but whatever. I guess whatever. It ain't gonna really matter at this point. So I don't know. So if any of you guys have any ideas on what to do, or if you guys know of anyone that can customize light bars to my liking, let me know. Because I'm running out of ideas. I got nothing left now. So, like I said, they offer me lights that I want, but they don't have it in the waterproof, 100% waterproof things that I need. I need a 100% waterproof box for like the on-off switch. That has to be waterproof so I can just wire it and leave it. But they don't. Not that I'm aware of. So I don't know. I wish I had this freaking gap here. I could get rid of it. Interesting how I got that. I know that if I pulled that up, that would help, wouldn't it? Probably. I'm gonna have to play around with that plastic a little bit more and see if I can get this gap out of here, because I think I'm losing a lot of heat through that stinking gap. So I might play around with that before I leave here. So, but yeah, anyways, I just figured I'll just freaking table's coming up again. God damn it. I'm not liking that too damn much. Yeah, I think I'm just going to end up having to screw that freaking sumbitch down. But yeah, so anyways, guys, like I said, I'll put the links below to the lights and stuff that I'm looking at. But if you guys know of any other websites that can do stuff, or if you know anyone that can, I guess, customize lights or whatever, let me know. But if not, I'll just have to make it do. I guess if I blow it out, I blow it out. There's not much I can do about it. I guess all you can do is fucking bitch about it and be like, well, you need to make something waterproof for ATVs, Like, really? I'm not gonna go put a cab on my ATV just so I can have all these fucking flashy lights, It's just stupid. So, whatever. But anyways, guys, I guess I'm gonna probably take off, depart for this long video. I don't know if it's gonna really be much for videos anymore. Well, besides if we get more snow or something, but I just don't have nothing else going on. So I've just been kind of potential chilling the last couple of days. I've just been watching a lot of videos. I just got nothing to do, so I guess I'll probably just go and upload this video, and this will be tomorrow's video. It is Sunday today, by the way, but it'll go up on Monday, so tomorrow. Or today when you watch this video, but whatever. So yeah, I guess I'm going to probably let this heater cool off, and then I'm going to mess with that plastic a little bit, see if I can get that to see if I can get that fixed a little bit better, and then yeah. So yeah, anyways, guys, I'm going to take off, so I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.